Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is another study Korean with me. This is part 2 now. If you've seen the first one, you will know that I'm currently studying Korean because I'm literally moving there in what is now less than a month. I really want to learn the language as best as I can so that I can really make the most of living there. I'm going to be filming study sessions whenever I do study it to help me stay off my phone, and it might help you guys who are also studying Korean. So the last episode I started the Learn Korean with BTS and I did a lesson on Hangul. Since then it's been quite a few weeks, and I unfortunately haven't done any studying since because after I did that session I ended up having to get a job over Christmas. I went to London several times. I was getting everything ready for my move. I got COVID at one point. Like, I've had a crazy busy few weeks, and so I unfortunately didn't have time to do any more studying, and now I only have like 3 weeks until I go to Korea, and I still can't speak any and it's really frustrating because I really wanted to learn as much as I could before I went, and I had this whole plan to spend the past few months studying it, but it just hasn't worked out. It'll be fine because as soon as I go to Korea I will be able to get a proper schedule and routine going that'll allow me to actually study Korean. I'm hoping at least 5 days a week, possibly more, might end up being less, but a solid amount of time so that we can actually make good progress. But in the meantime, I now only have a couple of weeks to try and get myself to a decent place before I move. So it's intense. Today, all I'm doing is I'm actually gonna do another lesson in Hangul because I'm still not 100% confident in that, even though I did go over it the other week, but I want to go over it again just to make sure I'm like totally like on it and I know it, because it's the easiest part and I'm definitely gonna want to be able to read Hangul when I get to Korea. It will make my life so much easier. So I'm going to do another session on Hangul, and today I'm going to watch YouTube videos where they teach it to you because I definitely learn better if someone else is teaching me. So I think YouTube videos is going to be the way to go for studying
Hangul in Korean.
That's the video I'm watching. If I think of it, I'll put the link in the description. They've got a couple of parts that are between 20 to 30 minutes each. I have watched other videos on Hangul. I don't know if I watched this one though. Basically, I've got a solid week where I don't need to do anything because I've gotten everything sorted for my move that I need to. So I can literally just focus on Korean for the next week. And then next week I have my graduation, so I'll be focusing on that. And then after that, I have another week of nothing before I move, but I'm obviously going to be like packing and stuff during that week. So I don't know if I'll be able to do much Korean in that one. So basically this next week is our main time to study Korean. Yeah, we're gonna crack on. I'm gonna do Hangul today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna look at videos on like random phrases and stuff. I'm feeling pretty motivated today, I think, because one thing that really does help me like want to study and stuff is when I'm watching videos in Korean and they say something and I actually recognize a word. So if I keep studying, hopefully, I'm not expecting to be fluent because I know this is going to be a massive challenge, but hopefully we can get somewhere. That's all I want to do. I just want to get somewhere with it. Instantly, we're met with the issue that I really struggle to concentrate and stay focused. I get distracted so easily. It's really bad. I'm going to try a different YouTube video because, like, if a YouTube video is too quiet or too slow, I will literally just lose focus every 10 seconds and it just will not end well. So I'm going to try a video that I know I've watched before and I used last time I tried to learn Hangul, like when I did it last year. So I know I should be able to watch this video and not lose my focus too much. So yeah, let's try a different video. This one is by Miss Vicky. I used this one last time. It's really good.
You'll know how means a butterfly.
Nabi. Aki.
Agi. It means a baby, like the actual cute little baby.
Agiban is baby bread. Ah. Dali.
Hari. It has two meanings, a bridge and a leg.
How?
Okay, so
what?
this is not it. I brought more words that you can practice with.
What? How can one word mean broken leg? How does that work? Annie. Oh, that means no. I'm telling you now, that means no. And anniyo is the formal way of saying no. Guni, baguni, 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 oh my god. Aha! Uyu. That one means milk. Calling it now. Iyagi. Oh, what one is that? Is that the Mojo. No, moja.
Ani, and it means
no.
no.
Yep.
Aniyo, it means no as well, but it's an honorific form. Uyu,
Milk.
uyu, it means milk.
Haha! Look at me go.
Iyagi, iyagi. And this way, and this way, and this way sounds almost the same, but not exactly the same. But for now, you don't need to make that distinction. Just remember that they all sound.
Ne. That means yes. Yebuta. Yebuta. I don't know. Oh yeah. Eh? Wait, how would you say that? Oye? 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 Or no, there's no ya. Oe. 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 Oh, how do you wait? No, hang on. How do you say that one? Oe. Oe. Or I don't like that. Well, or oh my god, these ones are so hard. What's that one? What? 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 Wait.
Not 돛단배. 돛단배. 돛단배.
This is the bit that my brain doesn't register. This is the really hard bit. This is the point where I normally give up when I'm learning. But not this time. I will not give up. Midum. Bidum. What?
Bidum.
I already know. I know. I can read that one fine. Bangtan Sonyeondan. That you can't do that one. I've known how to say this one for like the past 5-6 years.
해질녘.
해질녘. Right. Firstly, how do you make it fit in the lines? Oh my goodness, my handwriting is appalling. 잘했어요.
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 잘했어요, 여러분. 잘했어요.
11. Oh, I recognize that word. 11. No. Okay, that is the end of the video. It's fine until I get to the bachim and the pronunciation and how it changes and things like that. It's like that's the point I always get stuck. Every time I've tried to learn Korean, I get to that point, I get stuck, and then I give up. So we need to find a way to get over that bit. But that was good. I like that video. I really recommend that video if you want to learn Hangul. What I think my plan is now is I'm gonna like constantly go over Hangul. I used to do a thing where I'd like write out every single Hangul symbol from memory and then try and work out the pronunciation to make sure I like knew them all. And I think if I keep doing that, you know, every day, it should get it in my head. I need to keep practicing reading. I think all these words that I learned in that video, if I make like, I think it's Quizlet is a really good app you can use for flashcards, because I think every time I learn new words, I'm going to put them into a Quizlet set and then I'll just constantly go over them, because I think the mistake I made previously when learning Korean is I'd be watching videos like this specifically to learn like Hangul or something, and they'd obviously teach you random words and I'd be like, oh, those words aren't important, I don't need to know those right now, and I wouldn't try and learn them or anything after the video. And I think that's my mistake, because the whole point of learning a language is you need to learn basically every single word in that language, and it's a test of memory. At the end of the day, you're just remembering all these translations, and that's how you learn the language. So I think every time I learn a word like that, I need to keep going over it to get it in my head, because sure, the word for butterfly and spider, I might not need it, you know, I might not need it at all, but it's still a word. And I might find one day that I do need it. Like, I'm gonna need it at some point eventually. So I think I mustn't just brush over new vocabulary like that just because I know I'm not gonna need it at the moment, but the point is I'm gonna need it eventually. So I shouldn't brush over it. And I think I'll just make flashcards probably on my phone of like all the words I learn and just keep going over them when I get a chance. That is where I will leave this one. That was good. I think going over that a second time has definitely been helpful. It's just keeping it in my brain. Literally this next week it's just head empty, nothing but Korean. Like, I'm just gonna study Korean every day, all day, which honestly is not how I'd recommend doing it. I'm only doing it like this because I just need to like try and get the basics in my brain before I move in 20 days. But once I actually like start studying in Korea and I have more of like a schedule going on, I'm not going to do that much every day because that just makes it even harder to learn. So I'm thinking when I have like an actual schedule, I'm going to aim for like half an hour to an hour, 5 days a week is what I'm hoping. I will have to see what my work is like and whether the schedule allows for that and whether I'm actually like awake enough after work to do that much, but that is what I'm gonna aim to do. You just don't want to do so much that it overloads your brain and you struggle to keep it in. It's finding that right amount that kind of works for you. I'm just doing like a binge of studying in the next week because I literally moved to Korea in 20 days. It is okay because you can actually live there without knowing Korean, and I know people who have gone there and they don't know Korean, but like I just personally, for me, I just want to learn their language. Like, part of the reason of me going is so I can learn their language. I'm gonna put in as much effort as I can to learn their language because I think it's only fair and respectful of me to do that, you know. If I'm living in their country, I owe it to them to try and learn their language. So that is why I'm putting like so much time. It's just a shame it hasn't worked out that I was able to do some long-term studying before I went. I wish I could have done that, but it just didn't work out. But hopefully I can do a little bit now and that'll just get me started, so then once I move there I'm in a good place and I can really pick things up. That was this study with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe if you did. Hopefully I'm going to get a bunch of these filmed in the next week. I don't know how often I'll upload them, but we'll see what happens. Okay.